ਹੁਣ ਹਰ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਦੇ ਬੁੱਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਏ. What's up? It's your boy H-Dhami and you're locked into Zindagi TV Kenya. Spread the word and I'll see you soon.
Welcome, folks, to the SAK show. The man needs no introduction today. Mr. H-Dhami,
Yes,
thank you so much, brother.
No, thank you. Finally.
It's a pleasure. Finally, man. I mean, first and foremost, from your busy schedule, you've removed time to come here.
That's good, man.
Thank you so much.
Nah,
really
thank
appreciate
you for having me, bro.
Yeah. So, H-Dhami, we all know it, but let's share it with all our viewers now.
Yes.
H, what does the H stand for?
H is short for my first name. My first name is quite long, which is Hartinder. So
Hartinder.
Yeah.
Hartinder, Dhami.
H, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So everyone used to call me H at university, and that's it. That stuck with me.
Go start
Yeah,
with
man.
you. So tell me, how did it all start? Tell us about the amazing journey of H-Dhami from childhood to
Yeah.
date.
Well, from childhood, first of all, I feel very blessed to be surrounded by a living legend.
Legend,
That
legend.
group, you know what I mean, Heera group.
Heera.
I know that whenever
Mr.
they
Palvinder
come,
Dhami,
yeah,
greetings
man,
to you.
it's a salute.
Legend. Yeah.
So and they always talk about Kenya because it was one of their best tours that they've done throughout their career. And yeah, so I'm very lucky to have that in my blood. And growing up around music and touring and stuff like that. But I didn't actually take it very serious because when you're a kid, I was into my football, soccer, and I was into my cricket.
Gunners for
life. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Gunners, man. So yeah, so I was into that. And music, it got to me when I started playing the double line a bit at Dawn.
Okay.
And double I didn't really take it through, but Dawn I started playing on a regular basis. And as I was growing up, Dad took me on the road as well with him. So I was playing Dawn alongside Heera, which was a great experience. But at the same time I was studying. So, but my parents always said to me that we want you to graduate. Have
the balance, yeah.
Exactly, and then after that we will push you whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And obviously as the years went on, I was working part-time at the airport while I was studying.
Yeah.
I went to university, I worked for the police for a year, internship, and then after that I graduated. But in that university time and stuff, I was doing shows.
Okay.
But before that, my first stage was in sixth form college, and that was like a little talent contest. And a few boys got tailgate before, let's just go on stage. And then that's when people started saying to me, hey, you know what? That you should do it. And then I was like, okay. And I spoke to
because of your performances on stage and all that. You've always been that dance, that
that's the problem.
Yeah.
We can't stand still.
Yeah.
So yeah, then after that, it's just any chance I got to step on stage, whether it be at a family wedding or a friend's wedding, or it be at university shows, I'd just jump on stage. And then, but once I graduated, I was working for a while. I was working for a reputable firm, 2-3 companies. Then after that, obviously I met Rishi.
So that was your major breakthrough.
Yeah.
And that's what, did you decide that, you know what, now I'm going full-time into this?
Yeah, that's when it actually hit me, because when I met Rishi, it was always a dream to work with Rishi. And because he was so like renowned for what he was doing at that time. And I was like, I would love to work with this guy. I tried emailing the management, I tried getting through, couldn't get through. And then obviously
so you looked for him?
Yeah, I looked for him, but I had no chance of getting through to him.
Okay.
So through people seeing me performing, a few mutual friends, then it was Veronica. I performed at her wedding because we were invited from obviously the boys' side and stuff like that. So we just done a little.
When you
live
say
set
you've
then.
performed for her wedding, what did you perform those days?
See, that was like I had a little track made, which is called Ekor Galasiba, which Heera done back in the day in India, and so I had an instrument running that. So I was just singing to that. Okay. And yeah, so then it was just more than anything, it was the word getting around. And then it was at the UK Asian Music Awards in 2006, 2006 or 7, that I went down and then just coincidentally met Rishi there. I was introduced and he said to me, yo, we should work together. Yeah. And I was like, no way, this ain't happening. And then from there, it was literally, I had to sacrifice my work or do what I love doing. And I just said that, you know what?
So at that time, how was it working with Rishi Rich?
Unbelievable, man. It was like 2007 when we started recording. The whole year was just in studio, day, night. Wow. And he didn't let me record for the first 6 months. He took me out with him, as in just out clubbing, like what he was doing, what his life was.
Made you understand everything.
And I think he wanted to understand me and see what kind of person I am and mold me as his artist, you know. And I think I'm glad he done that because I learned so much. And then we were recording, and that's it. It was just great. It was such an amazing journey.
So the first song that you ever recorded?
first song we actually recorded was Heera.
Heera.
Yeah,
oh,
Heera,
yes.
yeah. So, and that was the first one that was actually played on radio.
Featuring Chaya or someone?
Chaya, yeah, from Canada. So that was good. That was actually played on BBC Asian Network on my birthday in 2007, 1st of June.
Wow.
And that was the first ever track that was played on radio. And then after that, we done, that was just released, but the video-wise, we done Sadke first.
Sadke first. And that was penned down by the legendary Mr.
Yeah,
Palvinder.
man, that's it. So obviously I gave the concept and we came up with the hook line. And then
so how is it working with your dad, you know, like
wicked,
coming up with a Sadke song? I mean, you know what, talking about a bird over here and, you know.
It's, do you know what, with me, I get like very creative and I get inspired by when I travel. Like here, I might be sitting here and something sort of inspires me. And just a word, it just takes 1 or 2 words that it could be a hook line. And that's what I do, I give a hook line to dad. And I give a hook line to dad and then dad makes the body around the song, you know. And then sometimes, there is times, we sit down. And dad said this, and I said, Dad, no, please. So I'm not feeling that. Because no, but it makes sense. I said, I totally understand that. But our generation that understand music, I want to get them to understand it. He goes, yeah, but I don't. I said, yeah, but so it goes back and forth a lot. But again, we come to agreement, which, you know what I mean? So it's like a big thing like now. Just the other day, I've got a new single coming out. And I said to Dad, like, it's just one bit. I said, okay, Dad, Jaan Kadd Di Jave. How should I spell that? Kadd Di, should I do K-A-D-D? And Jave, J-A-A-V-E or J-A-A-V-H? Dad started giving me another one, Kadd Di, and I said, Dad, because you read it, you can read like, but youngsters, they won't be able to understand that. So we always have the banter, but it's all good, man.
Okay, so the first album, Sadke Jawa, massive.
Thank you.
I mean, that was one album where every song was big.
Yeah.
You know, generally you say, Ik do gaane theek si, but that was like every song was big.
Bro, I listen to it like now. I listen to it time to time. And I perform the tracks on stage, which you're in different sort of like your mind frames on performance. But when I'm driving, it was only recently I was driving and I heard the album and I was like there's so many things that I think that I could have done better. But at the same time, like Rishi says, you have to let things go. But I just think to myself, wow, we created that. You know?
But that album actually made you. You know?
Yeah, that's the
To
one
date,
actually,
you're performing.
To date, that's the only album.
That's the only album, you know. After that, it was just singles.
Yeah, so it's great, man. I think, you know what, the work that Rishi done is incredible. The lyrics, that dad, compositions, we all played such a massive role in the album. And I think the songs, I'm glad that it's an evergreen album. You know
it's an evergreen album, yes.
And in today's day and age, songs come and go. But I'm just like so blessed to see that 10 years down the line.
And you're still touring on that.
Yeah,
that's
crazy,
brilliant stuff for you.
Thank you.
Tell me, at that time there was a small tiff between Zindagi and Rishi Rich, and that's when H came in. And you know there was that recreation of Zindagi is H. You know, it was massive. Everybody was on it all about. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Do you know what? It's they didn't have a fallout. I don't think it was that. I think it was because everyone sort of fell away from 2.9, who was their label. And what happened was that Zindagi was obviously doing his gigs, Jay was doing his gigs, and Rishi was producing. I think they didn't have a fallout. I think everyone just went their own ways for a bit. And then for Rishi, he wanted to find someone that he could sort of build as an artist. You know what I mean? He wanted maybe he wanted a project for himself. He wanted, you know what I mean, like create something. And that's when we met. And because I was obviously young Punjabi singer, love performing, I think it's the easiest thing to compare. That, oh yeah, do you know what? Here's another Zindagi, this and that. But I think, do you know what?
Even your dancing styles.
Yeah, I think, do you know what it is? It's like every artist has his own style. You know what I mean? So if people say that, okay, yeah, do you know what?
Did you used to get upset when somebody goes and hey, you're just a replica of Zindagi?
Do you know what? You get them, but the thing is that it's how you deal with them. It's how you deal with them. And the thing is that, like, we're all cool. You know what I mean? And that's the main thing. But you're going to get these things. And
it's part of the game.
Yeah, it's part of the game. And another thing that which everyone was on about is me and H-Dhami. Because we've got the same surname.
Yeah, I was coming to that. People thought, you know, like Jazz and H are brothers. And they're like same time, same thing and everything. What about that?
Do you know what? Again, like I started, and I remember when I started, and then Jazz was getting launched, and everyone's like sort of okay, here's H-Dhami. Then they were like doing gigs. Oh, should we put H-Dhami versus H? And I said, I don't want none of that because it's not about that, you know. I said, it don't mean that we got the same surname. And he's a great artist. He's a great guy. And we had a show here actually for a huge wedding here last year. In Kenya, and we were both on the same stage, and that was the first time actually we were on stage together performing, and we've done about a good hour together, and you know what I mean, that's what the industry is about. And the thing is that people want something to talk about, and so we let them do their thing.
So tell me then, after that, brother, even we've not heard an album from you in the past 10 years. Is it true to say that the trend that, you know, albums don't work nowadays, singles do work?
I think albums do work. I think what it is that the songs that are coming out now, the market's changed so much because there's songs coming out every week. Before there used to be an album coming, people used to know an album was coming.
Look forward to it.
Like going from back in the day, say Heera's days, people used to go out to look for albums. Okay, when is Heera's album coming out? When is Alab's album coming out? Then I think my album, Imran's album, and one or two other artists, they were the last physical, I think.
And
CDs
those are the evergreen albums.
And those are the last CDs, that physical copies that came out. Now, there's no CDs. You know, I mean, it's sad to see that. But I think because songs are coming out so fast and the internet is so powerful, computer systems are so powerful, everyone's just turning around music overnight. So I think now just the way the music is, it's in a great position. But I think I'd love to do an album. You know what I mean?
So do we expect an album from you?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to. And like, it will be like what I've done with Sadke. I've done the first track single, Sadke, then Mittalani, then Hargabru. And then on the album. So most I will do that. But I've already got tracks ready. I'm shooting videos like coming up in the next 2 weeks. I've got 3 video shoots coming up with different artists. At the same time, I'm working on solo projects.
So touring the same stuff and touring with the same songs every time, how do you differentiate your performances and all that?
Each performance is different. Even like now, I'm performing here, doing 2 shows in Kenya this time. Each performance is going to be different because they're totally different sort of settings. You know, one might be a club, one might be like a seat. So, but the thing is that in my set now, I've got different medleys made of cover versions that familiar songs that people know. I do a lot of live stuff, so I think you have to.
And you're a people's person.
Yeah,
the crowd interaction is amazing.
And I get them to sing with me. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do. So I pull them up on stage. I say, listen, come on, you sing a song. So I think that's it. Even like now, like I've got a gig coming up. I'm planning something different for that. So my mind's working, and I know I'm going to do it. But it's going to come to me. I know a day before or on the day.
So tell me, do you plan it out, or it just happens with the moment?
I have some sort of plan in my head, but majority of it I would say is just like on the spot. Just go with the flow, man. Because you don't know how the audience is going to be. You could plan such a hype set, but the crowd must be just chilling. So then you're going to have to adapt to it.
So you've been all over the world, brother. Let's come to Kenya. Tell us about your Kenyan experience.
Second home.
Second home. Seriously.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you, it's Kenya. You was the first one to do my show, so big shout out to SAK. You know, first time I ever touched down in Kenya.
That was a crazy show. Those days, Carnival used to be massive.
Unbelievable, man. That's one of the shows that I'll never forget. So thank you, bro. And since then, it's just been, you know what I mean? It's just been like every year. Last year, I think I was here about 11, 12 times.
True.
And this year, like a few times, and I'm hopefully back again at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But it's been great, man. And you know, people are amazing here.
Kenya loves you, bro.
I love Kenya, man. I love it. And you know what? Each time I come, the amount of respect. And it's not about hospitality or going. It's not about that. It's the amount of love that people show. But I know that because my dad's always told me that whenever they came Kenya, they got treated so well in terms of respect-wise. And you remember
I brought them
these
on the
things.
second time as well. That was crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what it comes down to, man. People have got a lot of love here.
So H, tell me, out of all your songs, which is your personal favorite? Don't tell me Hargabru, because that is our favorite.
Yeah, do you know what? This is like here, Kenya. The amount of times I perform
Kenya loves Hargabru.
In like clubs or like club gigs, because it's sort of slow, chilled out song. I perform that the most, so it's great. But I think Hargabru is definitely one of my top tracks. Sadke, obviously Mittalani Jan, and then other features, Ajikal definitely that I done with GV. Then there's so many. I mean, like even the one that I done Mumsy, One More Dance. There's different ones.
So tell me, one producer who you would love to work with.
I would love to work with Honey Singh.
Honey Singh,
Honey Singh, no doubt, man. That guy.
As a producer or as a singer?
I'll say both.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
And as a producer, there's so many. I would love to work with people that will bring something out of me. It might not be a case that they are up there right now. It might be a case that they just have that ear and they're saying, let's do this for you, you know what I mean? And I think that's what it's about. It's like some collaborations I'm doing, some of the artists, the songs are powerful. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, let's do this collaboration.
And what about your take on, you know, a lot of UK artists are trying to venture into Bollywood.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Do we see you in Bollywood?
I think it's good, man. There's a few talks happening. Yeah. And now Rishi's obviously moved out to Bombay. Yeah. So, but again, with Bombay, you have to be there. Yeah, yeah. You have to be there. And
there's a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah, and I've been like literally living out my suitcase for the last 2 months. Yeah. Literally, I've not even like now. I go back to London. Yeah. I'm there for 12 hours and I fly back out. Yeah. So, but I'm going India in October. So fingers crossed. There's a few projects in the pipeline. And now, because I brought management all in-house under H-Dhami Music, I can do what I want. Awesome. You know, so it's great. So now even collaboration, people love me. I spent a lot of time in Kenya this time. I've been there for a week. True. And someone was saying you should do a collaboration. I said, listen, let's collaborate with someone in Kenya. I mean, so if there's any Kenya artists that you think that, yo, H, you need to get on with this beat or this, I'm ready. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what music is about.
It's bringing people together and everything. Touring all over the world, tell me one of your most unforgettable moments and one of your worst and most terrible experiences.
Is that touring? Yeah. Touring wise, it's been amazing. You know what I mean? My first few tours that I've done, Canada, Malaysia, and then Kenya. They'll always stick with me because it was, for me, I've gone out of my, like, I've travelled a lot when I was young before music, but I've gone out of that doing what I love. And people know my music on the other side of the world. And seeing them appreciate that, and seeing T-shirts and banners and snaps, that for me was like, wow. I mean, it's blown me away. And it's, I mean, even like Dubai, when we first started, it was crazy before the recession kicked in there. And yes, that in terms of touring, the worst, I would say, there's been like one or two tours, just one or two, where the promoters, they don't take it serious. You know? And the thing is that
they take the artist for granted.
Yeah, and the artist needs to be sort of creative. Yeah. We should be. It's like now we had a tour somewhere, can't remember. We had a 4-city tour, and I'm not going to say where it was. It was a 4-city tour, and actually I will. It was in Australia. It was in Australia. So we had a 4-city tour, but our flights weren't booked until we got to the airport. And it was that kind of stress.
So the promoter frustration.
You know what I mean? It's that frustration. You think to yourself, look. Why can't you, you know what I mean, just have it all arranged? And what happens is that it reflects and it pushes onto the artist's performance and stuff like that because you're not in the mood. But other than that, I think, you know what I mean, you make the good out of the worst.
Tell me, you love doing this flying thing in the crowd, you know, when you get your whole crowd to put their hands together.
Stage dive, yeah.
And then you just stage dive, you know. So tell me now, has it ever happened that somebody has chickened out or
no, I'll tell you.
Don't you get scared or something?
I'll tell you, I've been doing that right for the last...
Why do you do that? That's a dangerous risk.
I've been doing it for the last 7 years, right? Wow. I've been doing it for the last about 6-7 years. Like we started stage dives. I think I started it. It was here, I think. Was it here?
Yes, it was here. Yeah. When you were wearing a Kenyan football team.
Yeah, that was at Carnival.
Yeah, Carnival. Yeah.
And that was like, yo, this is good. Yeah. So I started doing it. And when I went to America, me and Imran, we had a tour. It was me, Imran, Mickey, and all that. And this was about a good 7 years after that. And we had 9 cities in America, and these are like stage, like proper big station, and I was doing it off that, and people are like, are you mad? But it was good though, you know, so I don't fuse. And then what happened was that just recently, last month, I don't know if people have seen it, it's gone viral on the internet, on Instagram and stuff. So I had 2 shows that night, and the first part of the show, so I'd done my first track, second track I'm thinking, you know what, let's just get the party started straight away. I call the groom up, I said, yo, I'm gonna get you to the stage dive. So I got all his army at the front, 2 hands hold. I was going to get him to a stage dive. And me having a laugh, I said, listen, kadi apni lala. I said, claim pay. You know what I mean? Just as a laugh. Forget about claims. So he done a stage dive, he didn't dive, he just fell down. Yeah, bless him. And he went. But what happened is one of the guys that flipped him. And he went nose first, like head first. And I was like,
that was sad.
Yo. But he was okay. He was okay.
Cool.
That was the main thing.
He was a sport.
But it's like, and then after that, there's a few shows and people are like, H, we're going to do stage dive. I'm like, please. But then they said, no, we're going to do it. So I gave him a full like sort of warning. Now listen, don't throw him up too high. But it's one of those things when you're on stage, you're on a buzz. You know what I mean? You're on a adrenaline rush.
Yes.
I'm going to get him to do a stage dive next. Make sure you get that on video.
We'll just go down, not come off. So tell me, H, what are your future plans now? What do we expect from you? An album? Any collaborations?
I've got so much happening, and I'm so excited. I've got 3 collaborations coming out. One is a English and Punjabi, so Mumsy and myself. And then one with another artist, which I'm not going to name at the moment. That's like a Pakistani type song.
Nice.
But again, wedding
style,
And the other one, I'm not going to mention that as well. He's a producer, DJ producer, and also they'll be shooting that in India. Next month, and that is a pure Punjabi track.
Nice.
But at the same time, I'm working on my own material, which I'm releasing towards the end of the year. So this year, I've got 3 to 4 tracks coming out. Before the end of the year. And that's it, bro. Just keep
awesome, man.
Now I'm on a vibe to just work.
You know, last but not least, you've been all over the world and everything. I mean, did you, in your wildest of dreams, think that you would ever get a chance to be featured on the SK show?
Nah, man. This is a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? This show is the one. Nah, 100%, bro, man. You've been with my journey.
No, man. Thank you so much, bro. MacCoffee, I'm giving you stock. You take this Kenyan coffee to UK.
I'm going to make sure
you're going to love it.
This goes viral in the UK,
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's H-Dhami. Here's an exclusive on Zindagi TV. Let's hear H.
Dil lutya chadi jawani ne, Dil lutya chadi jawani ne, Munde mast kite mastani ne. कर कर चर्चे हुंदे ने गला कुल जमाना कहंदा है हुण हर गबरू दे बुल्लां ते तेरा नाम सोहणिए रहिंदा है. What's up? It's your boy H-Dhami, locked into the one and only Zindagi TV Kenya. Spread the word.